Inside Africa, in association with Zenith Bank.
Rodrigues Island, a tiny dot in the Indian Ocean, surrounded by seas that have provided sustenance for centuries. An autonomous outer island of Mauritius, it's built an economy and identity around octopus fishing. But the age-old art of catching these creatures has been under threat. As their coral reef ecosystem feels the effects of overfishing and climate change, the people who depend on this way of life must find new ways to fish. This is their search for sustainability. This is Inside Africa.
The time is like 5:30 in the morning. We are here at Port Sudeste. We are going out to sea to catch octopus. I have been fishing octopus since I was 13 years old. Although nowadays fishing has become more difficult than before. The more time passes, the worse the sea becomes. Octopus have become scarce.
As the sun rises over the Indian Ocean, a group of women make their way to the fishing lagoon here on the southeastern coast of Rodrigues Island.
There are around 15 women who go with me every day. I take a fee of 25 Mauritian rupees for the fuel, and they sell the octopus they catch to my wife and I. I have always loved the sea, and fishing has become like a passion for me. The energy in the boat is like of a family. On some days, when some of the women cannot join us on the boat, they are sad about it because they miss out all the jokes, all the fun on the boat.
So we take the boat out, and when we arrive at the place where we'll fish, we disembark, and each walk our own way. We can walk for 15 to 20 minutes or even 30 minutes before we might find an octopus.
Misalette has been walking for over a half an hour and still hasn't seen any octopus.
The octopus have decreased a lot. We used to catch a lot more back in the day. I remember I used to catch 40 to 50 pounds in one morning. These days, it's a bit difficult to get octopus as the sea has deteriorated. There has been a big change with heavy tides and tsunamis. The sea is no longer like it was before.
Isena Haggett is the field center manager for Shoals Rodrigues,
and things that can affect us when doing
a non-profit organization that provides scientific research, marine education, and community outreach. Their mission, conservation of the island's delicate marine ecosystem.
There has been a drastic decrease in the number of octopus that we have been catching each year. We needed to do something about the octopus fishing in Rodrigues to be able to sustain for the future generation. We have chosen June, July, the appropriate months to be able to start with the first octopus closure, to give it a try, because at that time is when octopus just come back to the reef to be able to reproduce. So we wanted to give the octopus the opportunity to reproduce in our lagoon so that we can have more octopus in the future.
The octopus has a rapid life cycle, about 18 months on average, and can double its weight in only 2. The idea was simple. For 2 months, allow the octopus time to reproduce and grow. But convincing the people of Rodrigues to stop fishing was not so easy.
It has been a very, very tough job because actually it's in our tradition to go octopus fishing. We as an NGO, we needed to train and sensitize fishermen about octopus closures. So we had a lot of campaign, sensitization campaign to be able to educate the fishermen, the population, why is it important that we need to close the octopus fishing. Bonjour, bonjour, Vanessa de Scholz, Vanessa de Scholz.
The campaign involved walking door to door in the fishing communities.
Bonjour, bonjour. We are in Rivière Banane. We have chosen this place because of the marine reserve, and we have lots of fishermen here actually. So as we are an NGO, we like to go to communities to talk to the people, to the fishermen about the importance of marine reserve, about the importance of octopus closures as well, and why we need to preserve octopus, why do we need to have these closures, and we explain to them the difference between the male and female.
During these community visits, the team from Shoals Rodrigues carries an octopus to demonstrate the difference between the male and the female octopus.
It is important that they know this difference actually, because it would be difficult to see it in the sea. The community village, we have been very receptive. They had questions and they have very pertinent points as well, important points that they have put forward. And we take note about what happened, and we take note about their perception also, what is happening in our lagoon, because they are the ones who live near the sea. They are the ones who know what's happening in the marine reserve, in the lagoon as well.
The success of that first closure in 2012 was much more than Shoals and Isena could have hoped for. After 15 years of decline, fishermen reported annual catches were nearly back to their 2003 levels.
The first season that the fishing was closed, it was a success. It was an incredible thing as we got a lot of octopus. The octopus had the time to become big, and they grew big really fast.
And since there, we have got octopus closure every year, and it has worked out. We have seen the result, but it has worked out. Coming from 300 ton to 601 ton nowadays, and we are very proud of that.
As a fisheries protection officer, Prosper Joseph monitors the coast to ensure that no illegal octopus fishing happens during the closure. It's a job that he takes very seriously.
It is important because there is a lot of demand for sea products. So we must protect the sea so that tomorrow our children can get fish and other sea resources like we are getting now. My work includes patrolling the coast by foot, where we look out for people doing illegal fishing. To do this job, you must be patient and have a love for the job, because some tides take a lot of time and you can spend a whole day on the sea.
This respect for the sea is exhibited throughout the island and possibly felt deepest by the women who walk these beaches daily. For them, octopus fishing is a way of life.
Thinking of banking in Africa? Think Zenith. In today's fast-moving, fast-changing world, you need a financial partner that understands your unique expectations. A bank with presence in major financial centers across the world, with the enabling platform to facilitate seamlessly, whenever, wherever, however. A bank with best-in-class financial solutions from a superb combination of technology and human touch for easy, fast, and secure banking that creates real value. Turning dreams into reality is now in your hands. People, technology, service. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Sunday, Trump, Putin, mano a mano, the summit in Helsinki. Will Trump get an artful deal or a bad one? Fareed Zakaria, GPS. Sunday.
India is your destination for adventure
This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
that promises to take your breath away, giving you a thrill of a lifetime and a new place to catch a wave.
India is one of the last surfing frontiers.
Explore a side of India unlike any you've seen before. On Destination India, tonight on CNN.
Many of the statues ISIS toppled were fakes.
$500 for 2 children. Just sold off like that.
Stand by in 3, 2, 1.
Hi, Robin.
Absolutely, Robin. Robin, it was a surreal period.
Here on Rodrigues Island, the art of octopus fishing is a profession that's been perfected by women. With many of the men out at sea on deep-sea fishing boats, the daily task of trawling these shallow waters along the ocean's edge falls to fearless ladies like Misalette. Following mandatory fishing closures implemented to bring back the octopus population, Misalette is now having much more luck in the lagoon.
I know where the octopus is because I know what it is. When it rummages through the sand, it's like to kill crabs. So when I see that a crab was killed, I know an octopus is near. If I keep an eye out for this, I know I will find one.
Below the surface of the water, Misalette spots the remains of a crab. With her rod, she begins probing the coral. Nothing moves, but she keeps probing. Finally, movement. She knows there is an octopus here, and by the looks of it, it's a big one. But it won't go down without a fight.
When the octopus comes out of its hidden place, they like to spray out a black substance. And when you grab it, this is when it sprays this black substance. When I get a hold of the octopus, after taking it out of the coral, I hold it down, especially if the tide is low. I keep it down in the water, otherwise it will try to grab me with its tentacles. If it is a big octopus, it can reach all the way to my neck.
A rigorous routine learned after years of practice. Misalette is finally able to overpower the creature. A great start to the day. She keeps walking, confident she will catch more. 6 years after the first fishery closure, the amount of octopus caught has doubled, from 300 tons in 2012 to 600 tons in 2017. After about 3 hours of fishing, Misalette and the rest of the women board the boat and head back to shore.
Today I'm satisfied with my work. as I was able to get 15 pounds of octopus.
Misalette decides to sell only some of her catch at the beach. The rest she keeps.
I take some octopus home sometimes when I have a decent catch. I cook it. I prepare it in salad. I don't usually take any for my personal use, but today I did it.
After the women return from the lagoon, the beach transforms into a fish market. Octopus traders come from across the island to buy the fresh catch.
In the morning, I take my weighing scale to the beach and wait for the fishermen to come back so I can buy the catch of the day. When I'm done buying, I clean the fish or other sea animals in order to freeze them. I also clean the octopus before preparing to dry them.
Noelette and her husband are just a small part of a thriving fishing economy here in Rodrigues that helps sustain families all along its coasts.
When fishermen have finished catching the fish, I buy as much as I can and take it home, where I wash it again. I cut it open, take out the liver, and remove the head. When I'm done opening the octopus, I sharpen a piece of wood called a brossette. It's sharpened on both sides and put inside the octopus to open and spread it. That way, the octopus gets plenty of sun and wind and is able to dry properly. It will stay hanging up to 4 or 5 days.
After the octopus has dried, Noelette weighs it, labels it, and packs it, ready for sale in the Rodrigues Central Market.
Every Saturday, I wake up around 4:30 in the morning and get ready to come to work at the Port Maturin Market. I've dried octopus, I've pickled chili, chilled octopus, sweet and sour chili, pickled chili lemon, honey, and dried fish. This work is the foundation of our family. It starts from fresh octopus, frozen octopus, dried octopus, and all the different types of products I sell.
I'm really proud of what is going on in Rodrigues, actually. They are working on a very nice path in making Rodrigues a more sustainable island.
Saving the sea's bounty. Ahead.
Thinking of banking in Africa? Think Zenith. In today's fast-moving, fast-changing world, you need a financial partner that understands your unique expectations. A bank with presence in major financial centers across the world, with the enabling platform to facilitate seamlessly, whenever, wherever, however. A bank with best-in-class financial solutions from a superb combination of technology and human touch. For easy, fast, and secure banking that creates real value. Turning dreams into reality is now in your hands. People, technology, service. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
There are all kinds of smiles. The everything will be fine smile. The my daddy is the best smile. The not a care in the world smile. And the wish I were a child smile. Kirloska, behind a million smiles, silently and reliably.
This is the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. From here, we'll bring you the events moving the business world.
The new Quest Express, weekdays on CNN.
President Trump goes one-on-one with Vladimir Putin.
We have been far tougher on Russia than anybody.
Will the president stand up to Putin? Senators Mark Warner, Rand Paul, and others join us. 3 hours of coverage, live from Helsinki, Finland.
Sunday on CNN.
I'm Samuel Burke, and this is CNN.
Only 18 kilometers in length and 8 kilometers at its widest, Rodrigues is surrounded by an expansive coral reef system and the warming waters of the Indian Ocean. As an island economy dependent on marine life, much care is given to cultivating an appreciation for this valuable resource.
At Shores, we have classes and training each Saturday for youngsters from 14 and 18. It's a program called Club Mer.
Du moment de tu tires du moulin dans la mer, je faisais straight côté. Après qui dire, brûler.
We have lectures on the marine ecology, corals, octopus closures, why is it important. So working with the next generation is pretty much easier because we are growing with a mindset. They see what's happening nowadays and they are very intelligent people.
Feed on the animals, it will sense the change in water so that it can go the other way.
Our Club Mer program is not about only in-class sessions. We also give them swimming training courses and then snorkeling as well. Just to make them more happy because you are teaching them about the marine ecology, and if they can't see what's happening in the sea, it won't be very interesting for them. So we give swimming trainings and snorkeling trainings as well.
So we're at Rivière Banane and we're going to snorkel in a marine reserve called Aquarium at Rivière Banane 2. So we have the snorkelers here, and we're going to do a series of exercise first, and then we're going to get in the water. 1, 2, 3. Relax.
After a few stretches, the young snorkelers hop in boats to head out to the reef. Snorkeling gear comes on, and one by one, they dive into the lagoon. It's a chance to see everything they learned in class up close.
My expectations is to get every Rodriguan, every youth of Rodrigues to be part of this activity of protecting the sea, protecting the ocean, so that not just us, but the future generation can see what an ocean looks like, what a coral reef looks like, what an octopus looks like, and what endangered fish of Rodrigues look like, and not just watching these fish and marine animals on photos, but seeing them in the sea, in their natural environment. When we get them in the water, they can see by themselves how it is, and they are more willing to protect it.
Protecting the reef and the marine biodiversity here has helped increase the octopus populations and contribute to a healthy fishery. So much so that the women catching the octopus are not only selling what they catch, but also feeding their families with what has become a Rodriguan delicacy.
First, I need to cut it. After that, I add the spices and put it to cook. It must not be cut into big pieces. Smaller pieces are better. This way, the octopus will cook well. Today I have cooked octopus, black beans, crushed potatoes with chili, maize rice. These foods really match well with each other. Octopus tastes like nothing else, especially when you eat it fresh. When it's fresh, it has all its goodness and it's extraordinarily to eat.
The table is set as Miss Alette prepares a meal to be proud of. caught and cooked with her own hands, she knows this is a dish that can continue to sustain her family and her island.
Wow.
Yes, it tastes like Rodrigues itself. It is better to get natural things. They taste so fresh. You get all the flavors.
I'm happy because I'm proud of myself. I went fishing for this octopus, and now I'm cooking it for me and my family to eat. It is an extraordinary feeling. It makes me feel very happy.
I'm really proud of what's going on in Rodrigues actually, because I see that the community, the whole population, and the fishermen, the government and the NGOs as well, they are working on a very nice vision, very nice goal in making Rodrigues a more sustainable island.
Inside Africa, in association with Zenith Bank.